Hi, my name is Lisa. I'm one of the librarians at the Watauga County Public Library, part of the Appalachian Regional Library System. And today my challenge is to recommend to you 30 book titles in 3 minutes or less. Now, the thing that all these books have in common is each one of them has a title with only one word in it. And the reason we selected that as a category is because right now we're running a reading challenge on our Read Squared platform where you have 90 challenges that you can choose from. You only have to pick 25 of those challenges though. And one of the categories is read a book that has a one-word title. So we wanted to make sure that you had plenty of options to pick from picture books to novels and everything in between. You don't have to remember all these titles because I will list them out in the description below the video. All right, so let's get started and see if I can rise to this challenge. Let's start with Return by Aaron Becker. The thing I love about this book is not only does it have a one-word title, but it has no words in the book. So your child can actually read this story to you without having any reading skills at all. And this is a trilogy. The first book in the series is called Journey, and the second book is called Quest. So both of those titles also fulfill the one-word title. So be on the lookout for books by Aaron Becker for that series of books. A next book that I like is a book called Hug. Now, what I love about this book is that is pretty much the only word in the whole book. So it will not be long before your child feels very successful at reading and will be able to read this book on his or her own. Another book that's similar to that is a book called Moo. Again, pretty much the only word in this book is the word moo, and you and your child will thoroughly enjoy the story that goes along with this book. Another book that I love is called One, and in the video description, I'm going to link to a class acting this out. This is a beautiful, beautiful story. Don't miss that. Even if you can't check it out at your library, make sure you watch that video. Ish is the sequel to Dot by Peter Reynolds. So if you haven't seen this yet, you should make sure to look for that. Agate has beautiful watercolors in it. This goes through all of the gemstones, and each animal in the book is represented by a different gemstone. So there's Emerald, the lion. But poor Agate looks a bit like an agate, where he's brown on the outside and he doesn't feel as beautiful as the other animals. But the other animals help Agate to see how beauty is on the inside as well. So I hope you'll look for Agate. And then the Goldiliicious books are very popular. They were all checked out, so I got Goldiliicious as one of the titles to recommend from our picture book section. Now let's move on to our easy readers. In the easy readers, most of the books with one title were books about animals. So here we have Bobcats, we have Owlets, we have Rottweilers, and we have Hedgehogs. Many of these have very little print in them, so that hopefully the youngest readers will find success in reading these. Now let's move on to some nonfiction titles. In our foreign language books, we have Conejito. And you can also read books about the festivals of Sweden. If you want to know more about countries than just their festivals, you can look at our Enchantment of the World series and read about particular countries like Egypt. Or you might want to stick closer to home and read about states of the United States. In our folklore section, we've got Abiyoyo, and in our nonfiction area, we also have a book on flight. For art, we have Inkblot. For poetry, we have Plum. And for biographies, we have Hokusai. And I also pulled out the story Undefeated about Jim Thorpe, an Olympic gold medalist. Next, in the juvenile fiction category, we've got Savvy, which was a Newbery Honor book, and it was also on the Battle of the Books list in a previous years, as was Ungifted, which is a beautiful story written by Gordon Korman, so I hope you'll check that out. A favorite is always Hatchet, another Battle of the Books book. On the Battle of the Books right now is Wish by Barbara O'Connor and Pax. I had to get an audiobook of that one because all of the books were checked out. Pax by Sara Pennypacker. And now let's move on to some of the young adult title selections. So we've got Airmen, which is on the middle school Battle of the Books list for this year. Found by Haddix has been on the middle school Battle of the Books list in years past, as has Wonder, which is a fabulous book. So make sure if you haven't read this yet that you select this one for this category. And of course the popular Divergent series. There we have it. 30 book recommendations for you to choose from for your reading challenge. I also wanted to show you the art project that will go along with this when this video airs on Facebook, and you can come by the library to pick up the supplies to create your one-word piece of art, which the word we chose is shine. Hopefully you'll find something out of this list of books that you will enjoy reading. If you have any questions, call us at the library, and in the words of Tigger, ta-ta for now.